What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all staying healthy and having a great day. In this video, we're going to kick off a new project. I'm going to call it the Monster Rack Build. That 1660 Ti rig right here in the top right corner is going to be completely disassembled. This rig was the very first rig that I ever built personally, the very first cards I ever purchased. Once I found out that you could mine cryptocurrency from a residential location, I was all about it. So those were the first cards I purchased. But now I want to rip those apart and I want to get them hanging on the top right of this rack, which is why, as I've told you guys before, this rig right here isn't staying as is. That's going to be ripped apart again and it's going to be incorporated into the Monster Rack build. But for now, that's going to stay there. I needed to make room in the top right corner so I could disassemble that and hang all those cards on our lovely GPU universal hangers that Mr. Baldini and myself have created. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Real quick, as you guys can see on this 6 Vetaframe rig, I put a 7th card on the motherboard, and then I actually laid 2 additional cards behind the screen. So this is a full 9-card rig. Those 3 were additions onto the rig when I purchased more cards. I just didn't want to like build out a separate rig. I wanted to put 9 on each of the 1660 rigs. I only ended up getting 8 on that one and 7 on that one, but they're all running off of this one 1200 watt PSU that I eventually want to change out to a server PSU. So the entire idea behind this, ripping this rack apart and putting it onto this entire big system, or the big rack system, is to consolidate onto one motherboard. As you know, an ASRock H110 Pro BTC Plus motherboard can hold 13 GPUs, and I only have 9 on it right now. So I'm trying to combine cards with my rigs in HIVEOS. That's my main goal. So obviously I have room for expansion. So let's go ahead and get all of these Misfit mining hangers onto these GPUs and let's get them hanging. So as I've said, I get all the crappy ones that are a little messed up. I'm gonna try something a little new here. I'm actually going to try to see how a zip screw works with these hangers. I'm not selling them like this yet. I'm still doing the curl nuts, but I'm trying to see if this will crack or not. And look at that, it doesn't crack. I actually think this is a little better than the curl nut. I think we're gonna be doing that from now on, because you guys can see right here how big the, it's got like a built-in washer, so it's a bigger head. That's amazing. All right, let's throw all these on. Wow, that's much nicer. That's much nicer. All right, let's do the other one. All right, so as you can see, we have 8 1660 Ti's right here, and we have 1 left on the motherboard that I haven't removed yet. I think I'm just gonna leave it there for the time being. I broke free all of the zip ties. I disconnected the fans because I'm not gonna need those. I do have 3 SATA cables here that are going to 6-pin. This is not recommended. I'm using this for the PCIe risers, so that's that. And obviously all the power for the cards is coming from the VGA cables. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take these cards, I'm going to hang them up on the rack. I do not think I'm going to break apart the actual Veta frame yet. I'm gonna leave the motherboard and the PSU on it because I don't have any clips to snap to this thick of a wire. I'm gonna have to design those, but this is basically just to get a gist of what I need to do to make this happen. So once the new server PSUs come in, I am going to be utilizing those, hopefully with those Game Changer breakout boards, and then I'll be able to fully remove these 1200 watt P2 PSUs. So that's my plan anyways. So let's get I guess we'll start hanging these cards and we'll go from there. I gotta really figure out how I want to hang these, if I want them far back or if I want them kind of just at the beginning. I don't know, maybe if I leave them there, I guess I could put another row right in front of it. Look at that. So what do you guys think? I pushed them a little further back just so they were kind of away from the front here. I thought that was a good idea. I'm not sure. I don't really know what I want to do. But for now, I think I'm going to take that Veta frame that's still assembled and I'm going to put it directly underneath where it was, or right above, probably underneath actually because of the heat. So I'm probably gonna put it right here on the shelf and connect all these wires just for the time being until I have time to actually rip it all apart. Actually kind of shocked, it doesn't look too bad. It's kind of funny. All right, let's plug all this in. Give me a second, it'll all be plugged in. All right, so there we have it. One complete disaster of wires. This, I don't really know how to cable manage yet. I have to have all the right pieces to be able to figure it out. But for right now, I just have everything kind of slung right to the board from where it's at. Everything's floating. It shouldn't be any issues, but I guess you never know. Just gonna make sure all this stuff is pushed in and connected. I just don't want this machine off any longer than it needs to be. So yeah, let's make sure everything's plugged in, which I think it all is. And yeah, let's fire this puppy up. I got the power plugged in, I got the internet plugged in. Here we go. Goes nothing. They are all spinning. It's what we want. All right, let's see. ASRock, that's popping up. The one card on the board is spinning. That's the one displaying the HDMI out. Man, that's gonna look cool. I can't wait to get rid of these Veta frames. I can't wait. It's reading Hive. All right, so everything's booting up. So I guess we just kind of sit here and wait till the fans start cranking. And then, yeah, we know she's back up and running. And then all I can do is sit here and wait for the parts to arrive. And once we get that stuff, I can actually disassemble the whole frame. So, super pumped for that. So there we have it. She is up and running. Everything seems to be good. So I basically just need to get that, game plan together about how I'm going to cable manage, where I'm going to put the actual motherboards, if I'm going to hang them on the back wall, or if I'm just going to put them on the rack below. I really don't know. So if you guys could, just leave it in the comments below. Let me know what you think I should do. But as always, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Also, we do have a free Discord group called Misfit Mining, where we'd love to have you guys. Please stay safe, and we'll see you next time.